Been a big beneficiaries. Beñat Fernandez falls way back down.
Very useful. He's got a handy points lead. He really doesn't need to do anything silly.
Zenmitani, the number 34. Asia Talent Cup. Gonzalez not far behind Thompson as well in 6th position. Could be fit soon.
He made a mess of qualifying as well, but obviously got things sorted.
Seeing him heading towards the podium spots, his pace.
Yeah, and talking to him after qualifying, he is, and he's battling with Carter Thompson. Temperature now.
Tell you what, Guillaume Long absolutely on a roll here, whether it's wet to finish off the year at all, but he was certainly very close. He looked
moving around big time as he came over the hill there and down.
Up last year in the championship, 8th place in the series. He's going to take away a point if he stays there over the next
way down 15th to 3rd. What about that?
Good. Zenmitani up to 10th place from the back lead, but there we go.
But Veda Pratama up into be looking for the cool wet patches of tarmac.
Went down, oh dear, what a shame for Sully.
So that's the 2 British riders out. It's not making the bikes unstable at all, but it just, you know, you can see it.
Things like that, but I couldn't quite pinpoint who it was before they disappeared on our timing screens.
See the bike moving around now as that tyre wear affects the... and he's come unglued for him.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, I mean, our timing's...
Tenths, they go over the start and finish line now. It's all just, you know, they're not tense enough, and Lucas Brown was one of those. Right, so it is the 32 of Ramadeepa. And I was speaking to, you know, Danny Ribot.
Third in a row, but with a different rider here today.
You can breathe a sigh of relief from that, because, as you say, it was pretty spectacular and good to see him get away. I haven't said that before, I don't think, in Rookies Cup.
All since the beginning of it was Singapore, unfortunately, who had that big accident, but it said just blockbuster this lot, aren't they? So it is placed there, or 6th I should say, but all this drama behind that is as close as you like, and pushes him wide. Coming in down the inside, looking in towards turn 6, overtaking Morelli there, he's back. Over the line we go then.
There's another one of those who made a mess of qualifying, and that is why he started on the Pratama in 3rd place behind Brian Uriarte. Out onto the start and finish.
Be the most exciting rider to come out of the Asia Talent Cup for you lot. Thai rider and going neck and neck through the order to 12th place, unfortunately, in the final corner. Must have run wide there.
Here, especially with Brian Uriarte not leading this, he's back in 3rd place.
Champion started 23rd on the grid. He is up into 13th now, so he's a real enough.
And Hakim Danish is learning in 7th place, and that's sorted now because he's battling with the number 7 of Beñat Fernandez.
He's certainly running with the leaders. He's pulling away from Thompson.
But Thompson, as I say, you know, he didn't. He was fastest in first free practice.
He's really enjoying the Sachsenring at the moment. He looks to be starting his season with an absolute corker, though.
Those tyres certainly getting up to a very serious...
He didn't quite come away with a podium. 7 laps or so in 15th.
And Ramadeepa, 1 lap.
Absolutely quality. What a lad he is. So Veda Pratama finished with the grid. A really impressive ride from him. Lucas Brown, the British rider.
3rd place. You know, he came off. He was way.
Danish up to 7th place now, ahead of Singapore and Beñat Fernandez.
If their timing screens are right. Then.
Yeah, certainly not a day for Raw Britannia, unfortunately.
Moving around, the carcass is getting very warm, and they really should.
But as they come around the final corner then, for the first time, it was Sullivan Mounsey.
Stability as well. You know, it looks worse than it is.
He's not quite keeping up. There was someone else who went down, and
now 6, nearly 7 tenths. So, oh, look at you. He said he just wants to do it. He's talking about passing everybody at the first corner. Now, we'll see what the gap is. It was 3 to rider coach, and he said, I'm just worried that the guys are too excited. They must be. So the track is getting faster, but the tyres are getting slower.
Lucas Brown has crashed as well. Someone else down in the background. 2 dearie. He's cut for 1 to get a victory. 2 come along in Magello. Could it be? On our live timing screens, rider okay.
Well, as is very warm, and they really should be looking the 4th. Well, you know, it looks worse than it is. It's not made briefly in front. but it's Carpe on the 83. It's nearly 7 tenths. So, oh, and look at, you can see that.
So he wants to make a big statement here. Remember me, I'll see you again. So
We'll see what the gap is. It was 3 tenths.
the big statement. This is the last time he will get to race his Arch 5.
So the track is getting faster, but the tyres are getting slower. Laps to go.
It's been chaotic already, and Quiles has moved in for 1 to get a victory, 2 come along in Magello. Could it be a third?
There is Moodley on 11.
Indonesia 1 and 2.
We haven't said that
Yesterday, he's off the back of this group now. That's all the way down to 16th. He loves to get his elbows out, doesn't he? Absolutely quality. Far is Morelli in 10th then, so don't count any of those riders out of it. Ega Pratama side by side with Uriarte. That is
5 Spaniards.
12 riders across the line separate.
To complete another lap, just 8 remaining. But only just from Carpe, Quiles, Moodley, Vicaris, or just ahead of the 54 of Veda Pratama in 3rd place.
It is possible, don't they?
Yeah, Morelli with the fastest lap back in 10th place. It's very soon. It's still the advantage to
Ferrandez.
Oh, really a broad dry line down here, and certainly with you know, looking a little bit further back, you know, Guido Pini in 8th, Buchanan in 9th.
At the moment, Thompson very wide. Is he just trying to keep to the wet? We already saw Rueda move up last year after an incredible season. A cut bottom of the hill there, unfortunately. So that is going to... You can tell how furious he was yesterday. He really wants that victory here to
the back of the field too, not having fun at all. You're looking back at the 50s, right there at the front with the Spaniards.
Piqueras
Down big time as he came over the hill there and down. Those
everything you've got.
And he's really learning, you know, he learnt from the...
Going to take away a point if he stays there over the next 7 laps of performance that they have within their powers. We see Quiles leading then. Zen Mitani up to 10th place from the back of the grid.
Absolutely anything can happen.
Yeah, incredible, isn't it? It's
for the cool wet patches of tarmac. Superb, and as you say, you know, it's all the way down to the bike's unstable at all, but it just, you know, you can see it moving around. It's got back ahead. Piqueras is 3rd. Moodley. Bike moving around now as that tyre wear affects the stability as
sunshine.
Yeah, the 28 of Max Quiles go over the start and finish line. Now it's now 6th.
Rival Angel Piqueras for some years due to the age difference.
Right, so it is the 32 of Ramadipa now.
The 2nd place then, so he wants to sign off this year with a victory, make another row, but with
Superb.
A different rider here today. They must be...
Brilliant stuff. Still 11 lap before, I don't think, in Rookies Cup.
All since the beginning of Rookies Cup.
Right, it's still the 83 of Alvaro Carpe, yesterday's winner.
Just blockbuster this lot, aren't they? So it is then Peter. Yet, even Eddie O'Shea in the pink helmet, he had a mechanical issue, yet is as close as you like and pushes him wide. Pratama hit by 1.7 seconds, as you mentioned, the fastest last of the race. So over the line we go then. So there's
Ruda, a single South African splitting behind Brian Uriarte, out onto the start and finish. Right, it's the 54 Alberto Ferrandez who hits the front again. Kianda Ramadipa on the 32, Brian Uriarte on 54. So close.
They leave it as late.
8 laps and a few corners to go. These tyres are going to be past their best. Morelli in 10th, Ralston in 12th. He could, you know, he's already thinking in those terms. Yeah, it's quite ridiculous.
Previously, Piqueras is thinking, I'm the next.
That's right.
He's done one more than that.
Right, so they're coming. A single South African splitting the 5.
Test that, though, because he was pushed wide by Brian Uriarte.
Right, it's the 54 Alberto Ferrandez who hits the front again.
Top 4 riders, but they've also got... Oh, Morelli's got a long lap pass. They leave it as late as possible. And out there, that'll sacrifice a bit of a drive, but they will pick up the tailwind. And a
10th, Ralston in 12th.
Delish leading the way. You've got Pratama and Morelli. Piqueras is thinking, I'm the next.
That's right, and looking a little bit
into the chicane. It is all means such a statement moving up to the Moto3 World Championship. We already saw
after Hakim Dennet. You're looking back at the number 17 of Carpilli
again. Then blimey, he really is. He can tell.